You're also obviously in competition with some of the biggest brand names in the country. Different products, but still you're in the same fridges, and a consumer has to make the choice. What's it like competing with the likes of Coca-Cola?
I mean, it's tough. I mean, the fast FMCG market is a very competitive market. I mean, we really like being in the cafe deli market. People like us, they're people who are running small businesses, and they're really proud of their product. They have fantastic tasting products, which is what we try to have. And so for us, I mean, the more we can develop the relationship with people in the cafe deli market, and the more cafes and delis we can sell to, the stronger we think the business will be. And for us, it's about servicing those customers, giving them a great service and a great product.
Do you think the target audience that you're after, and it's clearly the person who's prepared to pay a little bit more for quality, that they are totally aware that you're there now, or do you still have a marketing challenge to get over?
Yeah, no, we still have a big challenge to get over that. There'd be a lot of people who would never have tasted our drinks, or maybe who've tasted it and then they don't realise, and then they think, oh, actually, I have had that before.
Someone pretended they squeezed
awareness.
This.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so what are you going to do? What's the marketing plan?
The marketing plan is to, I suppose, shore up our position in the Australian market. We've got some, what we believe to be very exciting new products to feed down now our pipeline to maintain our 2,000-3,000 individual shopkeeper relationships that we currently have. Yeah. You know, you can go into the Albert Street food store in Melbourne, and Nick says, "Look, Peter, have a green power from Emerald Thompson. It's a great drink." So to have that sort of endorsement coming from the shop owners, the customers then feel like they've discovered the juice themselves. That's authentic. Whereas the offerings from some of these major corporations that you alluded to, people get a bit cynical, and I think we can use our strength being just Emma and Tom, and we're the ones who source the fruit, we're the ones who make sure it gets bottled well, and we're the ones who make sure that the product quality is absolutely first rate every time. And I suppose that's the ongoing challenge.
Okay. Still an outsourced operation, because a lot of people do start these sort of boutique businesses and they get the formula and they get someone else to make in a factory. Are you guys in that stage now, or do you actually have your own Emma and Tom factory?
No, we don't have our own factory, but we're actively involved in every part of the production of the juice. I mean, where the juice comes from, where the mangoes come from, where the plums come from, and tasting it all, because it's all so important what it tastes like. If you put a green mango into the bottle, it'll always taste like a green mango. So we do get other people to process it for us, but we're at the factories almost weekly.
Yeah, so in a sense, you're not only executives in your own company, you're chief tasters as well, bottle washers as well.
Yes.
Now, what about the future of the company? You're exporting. Where are you exporting to at the moment?
We're sending products to mainland Europe, France. We're sending to Hong Kong, New Zealand, Mauritius, and had a lot of inquiry recently from South Korea, China, Italy, Belgium and the UK. So, for a small business, we've only got about 20 staff, so for a small business, which once again, it currently is, it's growing well, mind you, but that presents a lot of work and challenge.
And I guess there are countries of the world where accessing fresh fruit is really difficult, and they must be your targeted markets. Is that right?
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. And I suppose the westernisation of some of the European markets particularly. And I think the brand has now been recognised as being a very solidly embedded wellbeing drinks brand.
In trying to grow a great product like this, there must have been some times we looked at each other and say, why did we do this? You can't say every day of your life owning a business like this, taking on the big boys and trying to get the world to accept it. How many times have you guys said that? Why?
I don't know if we've said we do this, but we feel we've made a lot of mistakes, and we look at ourselves and think, that was so stupid. Yeah. And it's stopping making those mistakes, which mistakes cost you money, so that's the thing we've got to try and get better at. And we think we've done a reasonable job in building the brand and getting the products out there, but we think we've got a lot of room for improvement, a lot of room for growth, and to be running a better company hopefully in 5 years' time was...
Well, I hope in 5 years' time I can announce that you've listed on the Australian Stock Exchange. How's that sound?
It'll be fun, Peter.
Well, guys, thanks for joining us on the program and good luck with it all.
Thank you.
Well, that's the show, but before we go, after a massive run-up on the stock market, which was up over 50%, but now is up around 44%, the bears with their charts are coming out of their caves again to warn that Armageddon is just around the corner. To this negative speculation, I have just one reply. Don't think so. In this regard, I am Warren Buffett, regarded as one of the shrewdest investors in the world. Overnight, he made a big bet on the American economy, paying $26 billion for Burlington Northern Santa Fe rail business. He already held some 23% of the company, and now he's got the whole box and dice. This is Buffett's and his company's biggest buy, and it was cash to boot. Buffett has been an optimist on the American economy, and he certainly is putting his money where his mouth is. Against this, the Gloomsday merchants point to their charts, but I don't reckon Buffett makes his multi-billion-dollar plays without a massive range of inputs into his decision process. I bet you he gets the view from the chartists as well. Similarly, Tony Brennan, the chief equity strategist from Deutsche Bank, who is bullish on shares and was on this program last night, he wouldn't have made his decisions unless someone had at least shown him a few charts or two. And at the Millionaires Factory in Macquarie, they expect a 1,000-point gain on the share market over the next year. Now, call me a guest artist, but I have a hunch that employs a chartist or two that could have had some input into this call. That's why I say Armageddon. Don't think so. If you want more Switzer, my interviews, the stories, the analysis and whatever, check out my website, switzer.com.au. And if you've got any questions for me or ones you'd like me to put to an expert, email me switzer@skynews.com.au. I'm Peter Switzer. Thanks for watching. Economy, and the key companies such as Wells Fargo, Morgan Stanley, Boeing and eBay will put their company earnings on show. There could be some market moving stuff there with some investors looking for a reason to take some profit off the table. So be here tomorrow night and we'll see what happens. If you want more Switzer, check out my website, switzer.com.au, and if you've got any questions for me or ones you'd like me to put to an expert, email me switzer@skynews.com.au. I'm Peter Switzer. Thanks for watching.